Chubb Insurance is today a well-known global brand. In China, the brand recognition is growing, but it has taken a while to build that recognition and to fulfill the requirements of China's regulatory authorities. Jan Tomlinson, Executive Vice President and International Field Operations Manager for Chubb, in this interview talks about some of the obstacles in the promise of bringing your brand to China.
China is probably one of the more interesting scenarios, and it would take a long time to explain everything that has happened in China, but we went to China in 1993. We opened a representative office in Beijing and started to work with the government to get a license. And in 1999, we were given a license to get a license, because that's kind of how it works in China.
Okay.
And in 2000, we actually received our license to open a branch in Shanghai. We're very happy about Shanghai. It's a financial center. We thought it gave us great positioning from a branch standpoint. However, that license was very limited. And what the license allowed us to do was to write foreign invested enterprises in the city of Shanghai. Okay, at that point in time, in the actual city of Shanghai, that was a very, very small number of insureds. In 2004, the next wave of change occurred, and that's when the government extended the license of all insurers that had city licenses to provincial licenses, and then they extended the basis of what your license allowed you to do. So that extended our license to the province of Shanghai. It allowed us to write Chinese invested enterprises, and it allowed us to write people. So 2004 was actually the turning point in terms of our ability to start underwriting business. And then at the same time, they asked, or I shouldn't say asked, they required that every company change their foreign branch into a wholly owned subsidiary. That process had to be filed by June of 2006, and which we complied with, and it was April of 2008 that we were finally able to have this process completed. So I give you all those dates just to let you know how long of a process it is. But as of today, we have a wholly owned subsidiary in Shanghai, which now allows us to branch and start looking at other locations where we will in fact open operations. Things we've learned, takes a long time. Okay, that's a basic. We've also learned you have to work with very closely with the government, with the regulator. They are trying to build, in my view, a very westernized insurance market. There's a lot for them to learn because this is not what they've had in the past. And that we thought what we would probably be looking at would be smaller products, some property business, some small package business, some accident business, when in fact what they really need in the market is an insurer who understands sophisticated products, who understands foreign markets such as the United States, and can underwrite things like directors and officers liability, like political risk, because those are the things that they can't get from a local insurance company.